So we are here on Fuller Clips on Rumble, and we're talking about chili today. So if you're watching and you want to contribute, just go ahead and add in your favorite chili recipe. If you want to join in, you can just simply email here, and I can send you a link, and you can talk about your favorite chili recipe as well. So I'm gonna put this banner up at the top. Got my brother back. We both make chili, and it's different. Completely different. So we're going to talk about the chili recipes that we have, and then if you're watching, you can share yours too. So you want to go? I'll share mine, and then you can share yours.
All right.
So I use like a 3-bean Texas chili recipe, and then I use the meat for like a beef enchilada, more of that flat layered enchilada, New Mexico style. So it's like a New Mexico chili enchilada thing mixed in with Texas 3-bean chili. So I'll use tomato sauce, like in a crock pot or slow cooker or even on the stove top. And I add in chunks of tomato, and I add in 1 small can of tomato paste to thicken it up. Don't use any water. I use the seasoning, the chili seasoning, more of a Texas chili seasoning I use. And then I'll let that sit for a good 10 minutes or so, 30 minutes, and sort of heat up and let the seasonings open up a little bit. Try to get as much flavor. So I got 2 different flavor things going on. And then, like I said, not as much heat as you do, though. I don't ever get as much heat as you do. But I try to go for flavor with that. You have both flavor and heat, but my stomach's sensitive, so I don't do as much heat. But so I'll do that. And then the beans will be, I strain black beans a lot because that's a big Texas part of Texas chili. Pinto beans that I strain, navy beans I strain, and then more of like pinto beans or some kind of bean that's in a chili sauce you can buy in a can or whatever, like Bush's or something like that. So that's all going over there. And then I'll take beef. I used to do the lean beef, and I realized there's not any flavor in that. You got to have fat. So I usually do the 80-20, sometimes the sirloin, the hamburger. And then, well, got a weird noise now. And it's gone. I don't know. So we're also testing out on my other Rumble channel, if you're watching, D. Lewis Fuller is a Bible study channel, and we've had some weird ticking. So this is sort of to figure out the ticking, and I solved some things. And I had it almost sounded like an ocean wave coming through my speakers. I don't know what that was. That's got to be the speaker getting ready to go.
The background it showed when the session started was at the ocean with waves.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
So it may have just been off of that.
It could have been. It could have been a delay. Again, the amp, I probably should take it apart and like air blast it. It's probably got 30 years of dust in there. So, but it's just old amp. So I take the hamburger, and I usually used to drain the fat out, but now because my wife's a chef, and other people have told me that. I think my brother has told me this too. But the fat actually adds flavor, and if you get rid of all the fat, then you're getting rid of flavor. You just have meat that doesn't taste like anything. So I leave the grease in there now. And I'll add in Hatch New Mexico chilies. I think they're the best. You can get them in cans in any store. And I put them in with some chopped tomatoes and some other things, and some jalapenos sometimes. And I just let that simmer covered for like 10, 15 minutes. The longer that simmers, the hotter that gets. But I try to take it about 10, 12 minutes. That gives it just that beef enchilada flavor without necessarily going too hot. Like I said, a lot of people I make it for don't want the heat, but I used to like heat, and Brian's recipe is way hotter than mine. And then we'll add in, I put it together in a slow cooker, and then I'll add cheese later. A real Texas chili has cornbread. It's called Texas sweet cornbread. So you get that, and instead of crackers, you sort of crumble up the cornbread in the chili when you eat it. So you don't put it in while it's cooking, but you put it in just before you eat it. So that's my recipe for chili. What's your recipe for chili?
Well, I'll give the recipe for what I make now is I make a half crock pot of chili.
Okay.
If people want a full crock pot, you just double everything. But I'll take like a pound of hot Italian sausage, and I will. And it can't be, if it's made into sausages, you just cut the skin off because you want ground sausage, not sausage. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you brown it in the frying pan, and then while that's getting ready to brown, you put in a can of the diced tomatoes and habaneros. You put that can in there for diced tomatoes.
Yeah.
You put a whole jar of paste pecani sauce, hot, so it'd be the one with the red top on it. And dump that in there, and then dump the sausage that you just browned into the crock pot, and then stir it up. Make sure you got it mixed up real well, and then I get a pack of I think it's 16-ounce pack of sharp cheddar shredded, and I'll dump that in there and mix that all up. And once it cooks long enough for everything to blend in together, works out real well. Then if you want it super hot, you can. I usually put like 3 habaneros in there, cut them up and stick them in it. But you can do it. I had one time where I did that, and then the kids decided to put ghost peppers in it. So they really cranked the heat up one time. That was kind of funny because Seth had his friend over to the house, and he took one spoonful, and that he instantly his face turned red, and sweat started pouring down his forehead and everything. But he toughed it out. He ate his bowl of chili.
Nice.
But yeah, I like it hot. The kids like it hot, so.
Very nice. Yeah, and so I like it. I like it hot too. Or I used to like it hot, and it'd be like if I made it. I remember one time I made it, and I think I let it the meat simmer with the chilies almost 30 minutes. Didn't pay attention. It was pretty hot. I think you would have liked it. Still wasn't as hot as yours, but I think you would have liked it. And then Leah took one taste. I think she was like in 6th grade. She took one taste and she spit it out. I had to eat the whole crock pot. I mean, that was a lot of chili.
Yeah. Well, that's why I only do a half a batch, because it's just 2 people eating it. Seth and I.
Yeah.
And by the time we get done eating, there's just enough left for maybe 1 bowl of chili. So you put that in a container, stick it in the fridge, and then pull it out the next day for lunch or something, and heat it in the microwave, and you got some nice chili to eat. I do like having breadsticks to go with it.
Oh, yeah. I like breadsticks.
But Pillsbury doesn't sell the Poppin' Fresh breadsticks anymore.
Oh, yeah, I know. I used to do the Pillsbury thing. I thought, oh, Dory saw a recipe yesterday that you do the croissants and you roll them out and you put them like in a circle, and like a star.
Yeah.
And then you put in bacon and some kind of jam, and you put in something else, 2 or 3 different things, and then you roll it over, cover it all with butter, and bake it. and it comes out like almost looking like a wreath, but it's like a, and you cut it and it's almost like a Danish. Oh, it looks good. She's gonna try it.
You'll have to let me know.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to forward it to you because it's
Something
like
like
a
that would
video.
even go good with chili.
No, yeah. Depending on what you put in there, it'd go
Yeah.
good with chili, and it'd be good like breakfast thing because we like the breakfast bread with coffee and stuff, and but
Yeah,
that
I
would
don't
be
eat
but
breakfast.
no, but you could put cheese inside of it and stuff, and then use it to with your chili and stuff.
I know, but I owe you the Billy Shoe style home fries.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You do have those. So there's a lot of recipes that we could talk about. There's things that we've eaten through the years that we really like, and so we're going to share some of those recipes. Maybe next time we can maybe do some of this occasionally, and we could actually cook something ahead of time and then bring it and show it, and maybe take some pictures. Like you could, like if you make chili next time, and say we talk about chili again, you could take some pictures of the process, and then I can post them as you're talking about it. We can actually show pictures of that'd be cool. But the
Yeah.
thing is, on the presentation, what's supposed to happen is when we put these things up, it's supposed to where you can still see you and I as we're showing the pictures. But right now, whether it's on auto or solo or duo or presentation, it all comes out the same. It's just you and me, and even the background. Supposedly, the background that I put like over here,
Yeah.
that's supposed our pictures are supposed to be framed within this background, so we should be able to see us with
So-
that background in the background. But it's it's not really working the way I thought it was supposed to. I'm actually, ever since that little wave sound, I've
Yeah.
heard the ticking. It's not as loud, but I'm hearing the ticking, and it started with that weird wave thing. So I don't know. So I'll have to see. Next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the amp completely, and I'm only going to listen to. I'll put headphones into the computer itself.
Make sure there's nothing
And if
running
it's still-
that would make a noise.
Yeah, because maybe it's like some feedback or something within the speaker or something. But I don't know. I just went quiet. I don't know. Don't know what it is. Weird. Okay, so that's our chili recipes. If you watch this and you have a chili recipe, then just put it in the comments. You can also request to join us because we're going to, on Fuller Clips, we have travel from Ecuador, Philippines, around Myrtle Beach, a lot of things. And if we go traveling, if we think about it, we do it. We've been putting video clips of us going to Black Rifle Coffee the last couple of days. Just things like that. But my brother and I, and maybe if you want to join too, we can talk about different recipes and different stuff.
I
So
got
today,
two-
it's a work, huh?
I got 2 flavors of coffee I'm going to bring with me when I come.
Okay, yeah.
One's the blueberry crunch, or
Yes, I want to try that.
and then the other one is waffle or cinnamon waffle.
Yeah, see, that sounds pretty good.
They
I would
both
like to
smell
try
really
that.
good.
Yeah, I'd like to try that. So, that's pretty cool. So you are coming down at the end of the month for the luncheon?
Yeah, I think I'll be down there
Okay.
because this weekend is the Easter stuff,
Yeah.
and the group was talking about taking some time off after Easter, so I should be able to come down.
Oh, awesome. And if we get Randy to come too, we could all go to that Mayflower luncheon thing.
Yeah,
Cool. That, and I'm excited to taste that coffee. So I like good coffee. And maybe if Dory has made that Danish roll log thing, by then she'll probably do it a couple times to perfect it, and then but it looks pretty good. I'll have her send the video recipe to me, and I'll forward it to you.
all right.
So that'll be cool. Yeah. So the ticking has been there, but it started with that weird wave sound, and then there was some ticking.
but then it went away.
It's less, yeah, but then it went off, and it's back again. So it's not as bad, but apparently what I did didn't really fix it. So there's still something causing it. I don't know. Something I read said that it could be a grounding issue within the computer.
Well, I
don't know how to check grounding within the computer.
I can tell you. Well, grounding would be is the lights or is the receptacle grounded that you're plugged into, because it's a 3-prong plug for your computer, for the computer.
Well, but I mean,
so
it's only been the last two.
That third prong is the ground prong.
Yeah, but
So,
what I was reading was talking about something within the settings of the computer.
not that would have to do with grounding.
Well, I like on OBS you can go into audio setup and you can actually something like this you could have fixed easy within the audio settings, but on Rumble Studio there is, other than the fact that I turn on the mic and I turn off the mic, I could switch to interactive. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, sound like you're in a room. Sound like you're in a room.
Yeah, see, it's using the microphone on the camera now. The rattling's still there. So it's probably not the software program, maybe. I don't know. Could it be my internet connection just bad?
Well, your audio's been a lot steadier now than it has been for me.
So that's been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So some things are better. The static is. Go ahead.
I haven't had any times where while you were talking, I couldn't understand what you were saying. I heard you normal on everything, so
it's better.
Yeah, it's better.
It's better. And the static it wasn't there at the very beginning. It wasn't there at all. And it had that weird wave sound coming through the amp, and then there was static again. But it's not as bad as it was before. Last time was the worst. It was so loud. It was driving me crazy. I don't need any help with that. Ha, ha, ha.
That's because all your hair's falling out.
That's maybe true. But since I shave every day, she goes, "Oh, honey, you're so handsome. Why are you so handsome?" Oh, it's because I shaved. That's why.
Yeah.
But I'm growing it back, so it's okay.
See, but nobody would know who I am if I shaved.
They wouldn't even know it. They would. Yeah. Your granddaughter.
Last time I shaved, my daughter, Kirsten, stood in front of me and stared at me and asked me who I was.
Well, think if you go back to visit Brian and your granddaughter and grandson, and if you showed up without a beard, she'd cry. Like, who are you?
Yeah. Well, and they don't really remember me without the beard either. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Your kids don't remember. Yeah. I've had it and then I didn't have it. Well, the first time I shaved, like I had the beard for a long time here, because I would grow it and shave it and grow it and shave it, and then I just kept it forever. And I shaved it one time, and then somebody at church like was talking to me like I was a visitor. They didn't even know who I was.
Yeah, that's what would happen with me. And I even thought, well, if I was going to shave, then what I would do is dye my white hair to some other color, so that
yeah, you should.
I really look different.
Oh no, you should. It'll all go back. Shave the beard, color your hair black.
Yeah, back to the color it was before it went white.
Yeah. You should do it at least one time, and then just see what happens, and then just let it grow back. It'll come back.
I mean, with the white hair, just shaving, people didn't know who I was. So,
right? Yeah, I think why not? That would be fun. Something fun to do. Oh, the static's 100% gone. I don't know. I don't like the fact that I don't know. I have no idea what it was, where it came from.
And the sound of the wave.
Yeah, and I hope I'm not too loud. So I try to use the philosophy when you use a real soundboard and stuff with the gain, setting the gain. So I try to set it that way. So I peaked it and then I turned it back until it stopped peaking. But
Yeah,
um, anyway,
I think that
so
helps
I thought
on
that,
my end.
right? I think we worked it out. So it had to have been one of those things. Dory's the one that said, oh, it's probably the fan. The fan's because it does make a noise. I had to put counterweights on the fan so it wouldn't rattle.
Yeah.
And although it doesn't rattle, it does make a noise, and I'm so used to it I don't hear it. But it could be that the microphone was picking up that
Could be.
because the counterweights put a noise on the fan blades. Could be. Wow, it's so quiet now. It's weird. All right, so we got that. So I got your chili recipe. If I want to make a really hot chili, I got that. Have you ever done like a chicken? You know, I went to one chili cook-off and it was like a white chili, but it was like,
Yeah, I saw
don't know what
that.
but what's the white? What's the sauce that makes the white?
Well, it's more of a thick chicken stew.
So it's not really chili.
No, it's not really chili, but they call it white chili. That's for all the wussies that can't handle real chili.
Because I saw it at a chili cookout and I wanted to taste it, but I thought well, it doesn't look like chili. I don't want to, so I didn't taste it. I chickened out.
Well, the one place I worked at had a chili cook-off, and I made chili and brought it in, and I thought it was gonna win, but they picked the white chili.
Okay,
as the
so
winner.
I did a chili competition cook-off one time. I don't remember where it was at. It wasn't. I don't think it was in Myrtle Beach. It might have been in Texas. I don't know. It could have been Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I think it was Myrtle Beach. And they tested mine first, and they're like, "Oh, this is great," but they never give the first one the winner. So they went on and on and on, and you know, I didn't even place, but they all the judges came up to me later and they said, "Honestly, yours was the best one." But we tasted it first. And I said, well, that sucks. Because
Well,
if mine was the best, why I didn't even win because you tested mine first?
yeah, I've been to ones like that, and when you look at the end, you know, all of my chili was gone,
Yeah. No,
and it was the only chili that everybody ate all of it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that was the case. At the end, mine was the only chili that was gone.
Yeah, and I didn't
But
get any kind of.
no accolades for us. Well, because they probably tried yours first, just like mine, and they can't give the first person. So it really sucks to be the first person. I never, you know, I've learned from that experience. I never did a chili cook-off after that, but if I was to do another one, I'd have to really try hard to make sure mine was in the middle and not at the ends or something.
Well, I had one time where I made the meal for everybody going to church,
Uh-huh.
but I made 2 pots of chili.
Yeah.
One was not spicy hot, and the other one was spicy hot. And I was kind of figuring that most people aren't going to want the real spicy hot chili.
Right.
So I made more of the not hot chili. And guess which one everybody ate?
Oh yeah.
The hot
hot one,
spicy
right?
one. Yeah, they had to have the hot spicy one.
They probably ate the spicy one.
Yeah. And these were people that I knew weren't used to eating that hot spicy stuff.
Uh-huh.
And everybody had to at least try it. I think it was the only time I made supper for the church.
Well, all right. I noticed on Facebook I have to actually go in on my phone while we're streaming and change it from private to public because even though I preset it public, they always make every live coming from Rumble private. And I can change it later. Of course, we've already talked about everything, but It's
Yeah.
now live, so people, I may say pick up of people on, because that's where I think most people that we know, like, because the people I'm friends with are people that are from Hornell, I went to school with, military, family, extended family, a lot of Filipino family and friends and stuff. And then a whole bunch of people I don't even have a clue who they are. I don't know where. But anyway, if they might catch it. But they got 2 good chili recipes. And I think we should do the food stuff more often. And maybe we could plan it ahead and we could cook something and then bring pictures, and we could circulate when we're talking about our recipes, we could show pictures or something.
Yeah.
Or you could do like the video where, on your phone where you video and pause, video pause, video pause, and you could send the video, and then I could play the video, and you could talk through your recipe while you're showing how you're cooking it. Stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Anyway. Okay. I guess.
Anyway, I guess we're finished. I have no ticking or rattling at all.
Good.
But I did have the weird wave sound. I did have really light ticking for a while, and then just
when you first went and cranked up the whole session to go live, the very first picture I saw was a beach scene at the ocean with the waves.
Okay.
That could have been where your wave
and
sound
it could have been. I don't know. Yeah, it could have been. I think that's my the holding video. But and it could have been maybe, and again too, I didn't used to do the holding video because at first, when I first started doing it under the trial, like only a few people had it.
Yeah.
They told me to stop putting holding videos because that was causing problems, and so I never used those. And to be fair, now that you've said it, it's only been the past few videos that I've been using holding videos. And could it be the holding video that's supposed to play while you're waiting for us to start is somehow looping, and it's trying to play while we're.
Yeah, but it wasn't really playing as a video. It was just showing as a picture.
But that's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I think that had to do with a holding video. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but it was the picture you were saying. So okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever it is, it ain't doing it now. And if we go back on Monday and it does it again, I don't know. I don't know how to solve it. But I guess we got it. Thank you for joining me. And we did get to I like talking about chili. I mean, I like talking about the Bible too, but I like
talking.
chili. That's true. But now I want to go to the store and buy chili. Now I want to go make chili is what I want to do now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, buddy. Well, and we're going to try. I'm going to, matter of fact, when I get done, I'm going to text Dory and see if she'll send me the video on that one Danish thing, and I'll send it to you. Because like you said, you can modify that and use it with the chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right.
Till next time.
Talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow, probably.